What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Game of Thrones card game tournament video for you, brought to you by these awesome supporters of the channel that donate at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. The link is in the description below if you'd like to support. We have Adrienne playing a Lannister Lord of the Crossing as Pete playing Tyrell Lord of the Crossing. So two rushy style decks here going. We are at AFK Games in Holt, Michigan, the Michigan area regional. So we got Knight of Flowers that gets the strength buffs off events being played. We got a Jade Sea Drummond and a Scheming Septon set up on the Tyrell side on the left. On the right, we got Podrick Payne, two Lannisport Merchants, and a Great Hall. So who will be able to gain power the fastest here and close this out? You can probably see the video time already. It's really short. Place your bets now. So we have lots of videos posted on this series on Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube under a playlist, so you can go check those out if you haven't seen them. We got more videos coming up here after this game from the cut, top 8, so stay tuned for that. We have Time of Plenty flipped on the Tyrell side, giving them each an extra card draw in the draw phase, and then we got Heads on Spikes on the Lannister side. Just trying to hit a character out of hand. It does hit Eleanor Tyrell to get 2 power and send her to the dead pile. So already things are going the Lannister way here. But I mean, it wasn't a huge character, it wasn't a big one the deck might be centered around, but maybe it is. Maybe he's playing 15, 20 limited locations and he has 3 copies of her in the deck and he was hoping to get her out here on turn 1, but that's not going to happen. So Lannister player going first here, slapping down a King's Road to start for the limited, popping it right away. Great Hall, popping that for some reason, but just should be knelt. Pete being a good gentleman here, reminding Adrienne not to throw it in her discard pile. I'm sure if I was playing with Euron Crow's Eye across the table, I would just not say anything and steal it from her and then have a good old time. So we have Jaime Lannister here to start, going first with the Crossing deck. You love to see Jaime and or Cersei as soon as possible and get them going. We got a bodyguard to keep them around. And 2 gold saves. So no Cersei to start, no Tywin, but Jaime, he's a big part of it. He'll help get that additional challenge since he can do 2 himself usually. And on the other side, we start off with Garden Caretaker. So the Garden Caretaker knelt to get the Blue Bard, I believe it is. So this is a song-themed deck, I believe. I think that's what his whole deal is. So he has a Minstrel. He has the Interrupt. When the Blue Bard leaves play, search the top 10 cards of your deck for any number of song events, reveal them, add them to your hand, and shuffle your deck. So I've heard discussions of this deck, or it mentioned before, the Tyrell Crossing song deck. So I think this is the first time I've commentated on a match with it, so I'm excited to see what it has going on here. So we've got the High Gordon Courtier, companion that stands a character after its strength buffed. And it looks like we're going to challenges. Over to the Lannister player for her challenges to start here.
I will start with the military for 4.
So military of 4 to start, -1 from Crossing. Jaime coming in on the attack without kneeling. No defenders. He gets some renown. Blue Bard gets killed, of course. And a treachery on that. No, you don't get to search for song decks. Get out of here. So things are definitely going the Lannister way, it looks like here. And we got a power challenge for the second challenge of 1 with the Lannister Merchant. That goes unopposed. And now are we going to have a crossing challenge, which would have to be the intrigue with Jaime. Adrienne looks at her hand there and sees what cards she has and decides whether she cares about protecting them. She doesn't seem to. Goes in with Jaime. And that goes unopposed also. Gets a crossing power. And Pete prepares his hand for intrigue claim here. And it's a courtier.
Those are my challenges?
She leaves Podrick standing, passes it over to the Tyrell player. He's going to come in on an intrigue for 1. -1 for crossing on his side. And he's going to be able to get all 3, it looks like here, since he has all 3 icons. Oh, we have a never bet here. Faction card Neil. Reveal the bottom 5 cards of the deck. Looking for a unique Lannister character to throw into play. And it'll be discarded at the end of the phase. So we see Jaime, Hound, another Hound, Tyrion. We see Pycelle. Pycelle's going to jump in there and try to block the intrigue and get some insight draw. Very nice play. So not only does she not lose a card, well, she kind of did and never bet, but she gets to draw a card to replace it. So not too bad. And the opponent doesn't get to hit the hand. So now we got the Scheming Septon trigger. Trying to draw a card, gain 2 gold, and pop the Scheming Septon on top of the deck. And a 1 strength power challenge.
I knew you played 1 card last. I did. I have the reduced still.
Yeah, I'm okay with that unopposed.
So no defenders on the power. And a military with the Knight of Flowers.
Oh yeah, crossing, of course. I was like, why is it 5?
And yeah, he's 5 strength right now. No events have been played to trigger his strength buff yet. And we get a 1 block here with Podrick. So crossing Renown. We get some claim, which is the Lannister Merchant.
I know Pycelle went away.
Yeah, I think she should have killed Pycelle. Unless she's got like 2 more copies in the deck or has 1 in hand or something, but we'll find out shortly, I'm sure. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, maybe she should just play more Pycelles, but I definitely would have killed Pycelle there. Leave the Lannister Merchant on the board. Help you with some econ next turn. So we got pulling the strings flipped to trigger the heads on spikes that's in the use pile of his opponent. And force march to kneel the Knight of Flowers, looks like there.
And then you're gonna head some spikes.
And let's see who the hit is with heads on spikes. Jennifer. Not the biggest hit, but still some power for the Tyrell deck, who is now in the lead with 7 power to 6 on the other side. So a tight crossing back and forth here. It may come down to initiative on the final closing turn here. Assuming this is not the closing turn. So a great haul for the limited on the Lannister side. We get the Merchant and 2 great hauls. Who is it? We got a big bomb coming. It's Cersei Lannister. So Cersei and Jaime are on the board. Things are looking good for the Lannister player here. Going first also. Just needs to cash the rock, but that's not happening yet. Saves the gold. Over to the Tyrell player Pete for his marshalling. So with Jaime and Cersei alone, assuming there's no milks happening here, they're able to get 2 challenges off without even kneeling. And then that leaves them standing if you need to play defense. And Podrick's there if you need a 3rd challenge, I guess. But he is 1 strength, so you can't just throw him in on that first challenge. So Scheming Septon coming back again. Since we saw him earlier in the game, we're going to see him cycling for the remainder of the game, I'm sure. So he needs a military icon on the board here, so he's able to do his 3rd challenge. And it looks like he may be in a pickle. Forced March maybe may have been a really, really good hit there.
You have 7 cards in here?
So the problem is he still doesn't have a military icon. He's got his renowned buddy Nelt. And on the other side, you have Jaime and Cersei who can both get power on themselves. So that'll be a little faster. And yeah, playing a Begging Brother here with Bestow lets me know that he does not have a mill icon at all. And it sounds like he passes, saves the gold. So we're going to have an unopposed military here. And he's not going to be able to do all 3 challenges, I don't think. Unless he's got some tricks that I don't know about. But yeah, I think Forced March was the key play here that may decide the game. So Jaime gets a renown, some unopposed on the first challenge. Claim as a garden caretaker.
I will intrigue for 6.
So intrigue for the second challenge here with Cersei, not kneeling to attack. 6 strength. We have 1 gold spent here. And Renly's ride on the Knight of Flowers, and the courtier can stand him up. But the courtier gets treachery, so forget that. Totally forgot about the courtier being on the board, able to stand the Knight of Flowers. That was a nice attempt there, but second treachery. Saying no soup for you. And that goes unopposed. And the hit is a Randall he had in hand. Oh, I don't know. If you have enough to play a Randall, you should have maybe played him. And Cersei should get a trigger, right, for a card being discarded? Or did I miss something there? And we get a power challenge 8 strength here with Cersei on the 3rd crossing challenge. She's getting the 2 strength buff. I can block the unopposed, but that's 1 less character he has on his side to do challenges. He's all out of money. Can't defend the whole thing because he's only got 5 to defend with, it looks like. He could pop the Scheming Septon and see what he gets and has some money. Maybe he's got something in hand to help him, but he's just going to let it go unopposed, and unfortunately that's 3 power on the Lannister's house card there. And now we have an intrigue for 1 with the Scheming Septon coming back.
No gold. Intrigue for 1.
So unopposed on the intrigue. Claim is a fiefdom. And here we go. Scheming Septon trigger. 2 gold and a card. Put him on the top of the deck. Did Pete find anything that can help him here?
I don't know what that does.
Top of the cards in my deck.
Add 1 to your hand, place those on the bottom.
Yep.
So Rose of Gold is going to get some card draw here. Looking at the top 3. 1 to his hand, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, I believe. Or both on the bottom, I guess. I forget how that card works completely, but we just saw him do it there.
Power.
And a power challenge with the Begging Brother. Unopposed blocked by Podrick.
And then Dom to me.
And Thomas the Lannister player, leaving them at 12. 3 power away. On the Tyrell side, looks like sitting at 8 power. Assuming we'll see the second heads on spikes here from the Lannister player, trying to go first and get some quick power. Yeah, heads on spikes in a close call.
I'll have mine go first.
So Lannister player's going first, of course. Heads on spikes first. Trying to help the Tyrell player out by putting another character in the dead pile to choose from for close call. And boom, that's game trigger. Two off the plot and one on Cersei. And that's it. It's a good hit. So another fast one, another crossing game. Yeah. I don't know if we have more to come. I think we do, because obviously they've been doing well since we're filming the top tables, so we will see some of the cut, I'm sure. But will they make it to the end and win the whole tournament? You got to stay tuned to find out. Either way, thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.